Hi guys, my name is Blessing Ngobo. Today I want to talk to you about developing courage. You need to be courageous in order to achieve what you want to achieve, in order to get to where you want to go. And a strange and interesting thing popped into my mind last night when I was thinking about this. What exactly is the missing piece? What is the missing element? If I could change one thing out of my life that could change everything, what would it be? And it just clicked. I was working on a strategy, as a tactic that Brian Tracy uses. Where you write down the 10 things that you would like to achieve. 10 goals that you would like to have, and out of those 10 goals, you say to yourself, okay, if I had one of these overnight, if I had one of these within 24 hours, which one would make a huge difference in my life? And I had this list down, and close to the bottom of my list, in fact, it was the 10th one actually. I had courage. Just in plain words, courage. And it dawned to me, if I had more courage, I would do more things. I would be a lot more bold, a lot more confident. With courage, all of that comes. Because when you act through courage, yes, you're afraid, but you act nonetheless, regardless of your fear. Because you can't eliminate fear. You can get used to the feeling of fear, but you can't eliminate fear. It's a feeling. You must embrace a feeling. It's one of those God-given talents that you can feel afraid, of danger. But in order to overcome such a feeling, not that you eradicate it, but in order to overcome, you need to have that courage, because there's a lot of obstacles that actually get that are a wall towards your goal, So in order to break through that wall, you need to have courage. And it dawned to me, and I was like, how do I develop courage? And I had this huge list of 20 different things that I could actually do. And when you think of ideas on how to overcome a certain obstacle, like Brian Tracy says, I wrote down courage in the back of my page, which was the goal that I wanted to achieve, that would change my life drastically if I undertook it, if I took action upon it. And so at the back of my page I had courage written out, and now the question is, how do I achieve courage? So the next step would be to write down 20 different things that I could possibly do that can help me achieve such a state, a state of courage. So when I wrote everything down, I was thinking about ideas, and the first your mind just flows. You get idea after idea after idea after idea, and so I was just writing everything down. And when I got to number 10, I started to get stuck. I had to think hard. This is where your brain activates now. This is where you really dig deep into what's real. The closer you get to 20, the more you actually have to think about different ways. Not the methods that you continuously thinking about all the time. You need to dig deep into your subconscious mind, where your reality lies. Where you are at your best. So as I kept on thinking, I kept on thinking about different ideas. I mixed up, thought of different ways of how to write down that similar idea. And then, I got to number 19, and it just dawned upon me. Become the person that you see in the mirror. When you look at yourself in the mirror, when you speak to yourself in the mirror, how confident are you? How courageous are you? And so what I planned on doing is seeing that person within the mirror and seeing how far I can take that person. Now, in order to create a new habit, it takes about 21 days in order to create a new habit. So my challenge And this can be your challenge as well. In order for you to become who you are, who you see yourself in the mirror, in order to become you, what you need to do is you need to look at yourself in the mirror and see who you are. Speak to yourself and see how you talk. And then every day, for the next 21 days, see how far you can take that person. The moment you move from that mirror, keep that image of that person within the mirror. See how far you can keep that person, because that is you. And if you keep doing it every day, eventually you become who you are and who you want to be, and you will see yourself rising to the top.